On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a deck featuring Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Let's go! I should have tried to overkill, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Welcome back to the channel, little flexers. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. My name is JW Creewall, aka Flex Daddy, and today we're gonna do huge, massive amounts of damage with our Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX deck. Now, let's take a look at the card here. Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, for those of you that don't know, has this ability, Underworld Door, that is one of the best abilities that I've ever seen. So it's attach a psychic energy from your hand to one of your benched Pokemon, and if you do, you get to draw 2 cards. So not only does it accelerate energy, but it also draws you cards, which is just insane. We have a Max Geist there. Does unlimited damage potentially. 3 energy, 10 damage plus. This attack does 30 more damage for each psychic energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So you're attaching energy with Underworld Door, you're setting up your Max Geist. Yeah, you guys know. For some of you that have been playing the game for a while and have seen this deck before, it's kind of fallen off, right? Like ratio plus you fell off plus your Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. But we are going to bring it back here today. And the reason that we're bringing it back is because there's one card from Fusion Strike that I think adds another dimension to this deck, and that is Adventurous Discovery. Now, this card says search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon V, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So this is awesome for that first turn when we're trying to find our Shadow Rider Calyrex Vs, or in the mid game when we're trying to find the VMAXs. We can just search them out with the Adventurous Discovery, and you know, we don't have to try to draw into them with a research or a Marnie. The cool thing about Adventurous Discovery as well, obviously it's not drawing us any cards explicitly, but of course we do have the Underworld Door ability, so if we're able to get up those VMAXs, then we can draw through a lot of our deck, provided we have some psychic energy in hand as well. Now the rest of the list is pretty much what you already know and love from the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX archetype. We're just adding in for Adventurous Discovery and going from there. So I hope you guys enjoy these next few games. They are from a recent stream that I did over at twitch.tv/FlexDaddyRighteous. You can find that down in the description below if you wouldn't mind going following us. We make some great content over there as well. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd love if you do that too. We are so close to 5,000 subscribers. Be awesome to hit that by the new year. So go down below and hit that big red subscribe button. Maybe like the video if you've enjoyed the stuff that I've been putting out. And yeah, let's get into the games. You know, oh gosh, Stone Journer kind of sucks for it for sure. It can. Because I can have like 360 health, 70 health or something. They get one of them Among Us hats on it, and then a Zamazenta. Played Ray, bricked boss when I had 2 in deck. Sorry, myself. Sorry that happened. Oh man, this is not great. It's fine. So we can go here. I do not want to, like, under no circumstances do I want to discard a Calyrex. So we could make it so they can't play any special energy. That would be kind of hot. I think I will do that. Let's go switch. And then with that in mind, we will Marnie. So that's kind of cool. Oh yeah, this worked out swimmingly. So we'll get another Shadow Rider down. We'll get another Shadow Rider down. And then I can't remember if the Stone Journer deck plays any stadiums, but we are locking them out if they play like Path of the Peak or something. Usually Training Court? Okay. It's good to know. Helps us, honestly. All right. So Adventurous Discovery. Yeah, I really love that we can kind of protect ourselves in a way from their stone energy. So as long as they don't have an evolution, as long as they don't have a basic fighting here, feel pretty good. Because then at least that way they're another turn away from their second attack. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Oh, that's such a good top deck. This rocks. All right, let's go. Okay, let's go. Very good. We'll do this. We'll Fog Crystal for, I don't know, does it matter? We'll get this, I guess. Yeah. Because we'll kind of just sack this one. Unless we get an air balloon, then I guess we will not sack it. I guess we will attack. There's nothing else that we want a quick ball for. We have an Adventurous Discovery. The only thing I'd be worried about is them like bossing up something, but at this point, we do still have Crobat too. Okay, I think I'm cool to just put as much pressure on as we can. All right, let's do it. 130. We'll see if they have more fightings in deck. And then like if they don't control us kind of on this next turn, if they don't attack with max rockfall on this next turn and they don't heal because their hand's pretty low here, then we're threatening a knockout on this next turn. Depending on what they have in their hand, obviously. Okay. Okay. Well, Kabu for 4. I like that. Team Yell Towel. Who invited you? It's fine. It's fine. I'm unperturbed. It's so good. It's so good. Okay. Let's get it. Marnie is probably correct. I'm willing to say that Marnie is probably correct here because if we can just get all of our energy into play, we win. Right? So let's and we also get a switch too. Yeah, I think we're on the right path here. So let's go Underworld Door onto this fella. We'll go Underworld Door again onto this fella. Go ahead and attach for turn. And then that might just be too much for them to overcome. We'll see. We'll see. So Max Geist. We'll see what they can do. They can maybe do something tricky like boss up this Shadow Rider. You know, it is possible. There was maybe also other plays that we had. Just like protecting ourselves with the Articuno or something. Yeah. So there's a boss. They're going to take out this Shadow Rider. That's super fair. I mean, that's the play that they need to make here. So take out some energy, remove this from play. You hate to see it, but that's the only way this game remains competitive, I think. So then bring this fella up. We're really digging for that. We're really digging for that other Shadow Rider, right? Let's do. Yeah, it's fine. We'll go there. We'll go here. We will research, and we'll pick up energy. Okay, we do have another VMAX. Oh, we do not. That was the discard. That was the discard. Okay. Let's go here. Underworld Door. We will go here. Underworld Door. And then we'll attach the active. And then let's just play some of these quick balls. Get rid of some stuff. Zacian could come into play here. So let's go ahead and retreat. And we'll Max Geist. And if we can draw into that last Shadow Rider, I think we'll be sitting pretty. Come on, baby. It's the last one. Dang. So this is a bait. Feels like it. Stone Energy brings them up to 350. I mean, they can definitely win this one, but they're not attacking this turn. So I feel good about that. Yeah, and they just end up scooping. So maybe no energy there, but we were able to outlast. Obviously, we're going to have a pretty good Stone Journer matchup just because we can do unlimited damage. So GG to my opponent. Let's move on to another game. Ooh, if we were going second, this would be pretty dope. I think we still want to use Adventurous Discovery. Oh my gosh, we will use Adventurous Discovery. This is insane. What? I'm pogging out of my gourd? Yes, I think we're okay to do that. Okay, we'll pass. I'm like, well, we could get a switch or something, but I think on the next turn we're going to use Adventurous Discovery. Depending on what my opponent is playing, it's probably just better to search out like our big horsies for the most part. So we'll see. Okay, they're playing a fighting deck. They're going to keep calling. All right, very good, very good. Yeah, I think we have the time to Adventurous Discovery. Obviously, we're hoping that we can draw into another Psychic Energy to at least get 2 abilities off. But thank you so much, Drewnis, for the follow. Welcome on in. Enjoy the follower emotes. Hey, if you know, the thing about love is that it's just a choice. It's simply a choice. So if you decide to you know, if you decide to love someone, it's just a choice. It's simply a choice. Okay. I made the super safe play, but we're probably okay to just Shadow Mist. I don't know how many basic fightings they play, but I think we're gonna be okay here. Let's do this. Let's do this. I think I'll Underworld Door first. Okay. Yeah, everything just worked out. That rocks. All right. So we'll take Calyrex. I'm going to go ahead and quick ball away just for nothing. And then the idea here is that we don't drop another Pokemon other than this Crobat. That's not a horsey, right? So let's go ahead and Underworld Door again. We can take a knockout here. I think I will do that. I don't really see why I shouldn't. So let's do that. Go Evo Incense. Should just be a blowout, but you're seeing just how good the Adventurous Discovery is for us. Like, we're kind of smoking at this point. Let's go here, Underworld Door. Just attach there. We got another Evo Incense, so that's going to be our 4th. And I smell a scoop incoming. Well, she didn't choose you yet, Pascal. I mean, it's a two-way choice for sure. But there's you know, if you're looking for it, there's probably somebody out there. No cap. No cap. It's kind of funny too. It's like the thing, you know, you'll want something really bad, and then when you get it, it's like now it doesn't turn out to be as cool as you thought it was, you know? So I just always I'd always be worried about, like, you know, placing something on too high of a pedestal, you know? Why has Shadow Rider been so underwhelming? Wouldn't it be good against Urshifu? It would. Yeah, 100% would. The problem, I think, with Shadow Rider, it's just that you're kind of in a meta with Moltres, Umbreon, Gengar, this weird, like, counter Hoopa, Galarian Moltres deck. Like, there's just so many things that are tough for it. But on the plus side, I think that Mew has such a good matchup against those things that those counters are not particularly strong, you know? Just like in the meta. Because Mew is so good. Mew beats the counters. For the most part. Except that one prize dark deck. But love is a social construct, it doesn't exist. Which philosopher have you been reading? Oh, baby? Raihan? Don't mess with the Raihan? Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Okay. Do that. Go there. Does Adventurous Discovery make Shadow Rider better or worse? I think it makes it better. I mean, we were able to get all of these Shadow Riders into play on turn 2. So I think it makes it better. Honestly. When do you think Mew Genesect will drop off? I really don't think it will. I don't know. The meta has to do some weird things. So like it's really hard because Mew is such a big force in the metagame right now. People are playing Jolteon. I don't think it has a particularly strong matchup into Mew because Mew plays like 4 stadiums. Because Jolteon really has to rely on Path of the Peak. So they can definitely stick a Mew deck like a good amount of time. But the Mew deck, like if they go first, they draw through a ton of their deck. And then if hold on, give me a second to just, see card, play card here. Let's do this. Let's go here. Let's go here. Just so much energy. How do they win? They maybe do something with Let's do this. We have one last door. And then we'll max Geist. Should I have attacked with this one? I'm trying to think. Like maybe there's a play that they make with. Maybe there's a play they make with Echoing Horn, but we don't have anything in the discard pile. I'm just trying to see. I can see how they get to 5 prizes, but I don't see how they get to 6. Yeah, the only way I can see it is if Mew, gets countered by something in V-Stars. But I haven't really seen, like maybe it's like the 2 prize Pokemon that have too high of HP, like 280 on a 2 prize Pokemon would mean that Mew would need to burn, 3 power tablets, but they can't really do that. You know, they'd have to do that 3 separate times, which obviously they can't. So maybe just the V-Star math is bad for Mew. It's hard to say at this point without any testing. But nothing really in this meta other than just like the hardest counters beat it. And even the hardest counters don't really beat it because you have Meloetta, which is just a nutty card. Needs a one prize fighting Pokemon to one shot the dark counters. Yeah, for sure. Or just like a one energy basic Pokemon that it can copy a Fusion Strike Pokemon that just says like, if your opponent's active is a dark Pokemon, just knock it out. I think that'd be balanced. I attacked my Mew with one Excelgor. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like the problem with the deck, like think about the routing against a dark deck, right? Okay, so they do use Medicham. Oh, they could Echoing Horn the Medicham back? Oh, this would be so insane. They could Echoing Horn the Medicham back. They'd have to have Telescopic Sight. They'd have to have a huge hand. Oh my goodness. No way. They could do it. They could do it. Let's see. To get around what they're doing right here, we could have either brought this active, potentially force them to have an escape rope as well. Let's see. We could have Marnied them, but it's like I don't know that we necessarily like needed to Marnie. You know what I mean? There's a Tower of Waters. That doesn't help them because they could just manually retreat the Medicham. I think this is a win for us, unless I have research. I'm unsure why they didn't grab the Rapid Strike or the Evolution here, but I don't see a path for them. If they grab Tower of Waters and they have everything else, okay, they're just gonna do that. The scoop. Okay, so they're basically just hoping that we don't have boss here, which is fair. We might not. Might not get it. Just kidding. Let's go. I should have tried to overkill, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No BM. No BM. No BM. No BM. Sure, we'll go Air Balloon here, and then we'll evolve. And I think on the next turn we're gonna Adventurous Discovery. So, can I call the lottery numbers next? You got it. But like the thing with the dark decks, right? Think about the routing. This is what I was getting to, a few seconds ago. Is like, if you're the Mew deck and you go second against a dark deck, and they get, like, let's say it's an Umbreon deck, and they get the Umbreon active and a Houndour on the bench. Like, that's pretty reasonable. They attach one energy, right? And that's their board setup. If you get a turn one Meloetta and knock out one of those two pieces, they do not have a response to that on the next turn. So then you can start to gust up their stuff and just like eat away at their board. Like it's really oppressive. So that's why I say like there's no matchup that Mew just straight up cannot win. I think we go with the Shadow Mist. I think that's that's tough. I think we do go with the Shadow Mist though, because I don't want them attaching the Speed Lightning. So then they'd have to have just the regular old Lightning. We'll play one of these Evo Incenses. I'm only going to play one because we might just hide behind the Shadow Mist, and I don't want to get all of them out into hand and then them Marnie us and put them on the bottom. So that's the idea there. We'll just take the one. If they end up Marnieing us, then we'll at least have a better better chance of drawing into the Calyrexes. But if they don't, then... Okay, so there's the Shady Dealings. Yeah, dark decks need... Well, and certainly like the Mew deck can whiff, right? Like, it's not always a thing for Mew decks to get the turn one Meloetta, but I think you should be playing the 4 Elisa so that you can get the Meloetta, right? Did they get the basic lightning? Okay, they'll get it with this Drizzile then. Wow, that was a really good turn for my opponent. Shoutouts to you, man. Like, Gengar's a little bit better, right? But it's still a weird thing. It's weird, right? Because if you start a Gengar and nothing else, and you just pass, then I could just donk you, right? Or if you start the Gengar that you attach an energy to and a benched Gengar or something, and you just pass, then I knock you out. If I take the first 2 prizes, and then let's say you have to, you bench another Gengar at some point, I gust that and knock it out, and then you bench a Crobat at any point, then you just lose. And even though you've done what you're supposed to do and you're knocking out my Muse, I just have that 1 extra turn. Because I can do, 0 to 210 on the first turn of the game. And that to me is the problem. So I think the whole like archetype of Mew, it's like super good, but it's not oppressive. It's not highly oppressive like that. So let's do this. Let's do this. We go active, threaten. Yeah, sure. Maybe get a retreat. Okay, let's go Underworld Door. Underworld Door. They are going to try to boss on the next turn, which is tough. So we should try to kind of do that. We'll go Shadow Mist. Yeah, they're going to boss on this turn, and they're just going to bring up one of these. Oh, they're going to Melanie. Okay, I take it back. They must not have had boss, and they must not have had a Drizzile, because the play here is definitely to gust. For sure. There's Inteleon. And another Paralyzing Bolt. Okay, interesting. Pumpkaboo is cool. If I evolve the active, I would be in danger of getting Paralyzing Bolted out of the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5. I could get 6, 7, 8. Potentially 8 in play. 8 times 3 would be... I could attach as well. So I'd be 10 damage short if I got just 8 in play. I'd have to get 9. I think it's worth the risk. So we'll do this. Training Court doesn't need to come down. We'll go here. And yeah, we'll go ahead and Marnie. Oh, just barely. All right, we're hanging on. So then we do... I think we got to just draw. We got to go for it. So we're hoping that we can chain these psychic energies. We do! Oh my goodness. That's so big. Oh, so do we go for the knockout? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we go for the knockout? If they Paralyzing Bolt, then we can play our items. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7. We have 6 left in the deck. It's too risky. I'm going to force them to Paralyzing Bolt. Wait. Oh my gosh. And yet again, I do math wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to 4250. Yeah, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? 6. I was thinking 6 times 3 is 180. There was some like logical jump that I went 6. 6 times 3 is 180, but we had 8. What was I thinking there? 7 times... Something was messed up in my head for sure. All right. Well, all you need to know is that we didn't make a grievous misplay. And we did, in fact, get the knockout. That's all that needs to be said. And I think at this point, that's about game. They would need to boss up something. We would have to manually retreat. Even if we manually retreat, that's not so bad because we can training court it back. And then if they don't have a Cape of Toughness, then we're getting a knockout. So there's the Inteleon. Going to go ahead and shady deal. Okay. They can super zap cannon if they want. I don't feel that that's the best play. They could ping our active and super zap cannon. And Path of the Peak. Okay, that could be kind of cute. That could be kind of cute. Vikavolt, you bug. Been getting a lot of box elders in the house. Shoutouts to my Midwestern folk. But I normally, instead of just squashing them like we are now, I just normally let them run free outside. Yeah, I'll pick them up and I'll put them outside. I know. Do they have the energy? What's happening? Yeah, okay, they're going to go for it. All right, interesting, interesting. Okay. So they're kind of just counting on us not having a stadium in play, which is fair. Okay. So if we can, let's see, can we reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? We can get 6, 7, 8. So we can do 250. So that's going to be just short. Now I'm doing my math right. So we might want a boss here. Let's do training court. Yeah, I might boss here. Do that. Let's go here. Underworld door. I think they made a slight misplay by benching that Vikavolt. Maybe they were worried about Marnie. Not sure. Let's go here. Let's go ahead and attach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Let's go retreat. We will boss. I'll just quick ball away this. I'm not going to bench anything. And I'll actually I'll take the Zacian out of the deck. Just so, again, in case they Marnie us and they path us, then we have things we can play. Let's go here with the Evo Incense. I'll pull this out just to keep it from being on the bottom of the deck. And then we should be good to go here. Max Geist for 250. Now that I have my Calyrex math correct. And then should just be another simple energy attachment away from taking the knockout here. So I think if I'm the opponent, where I went wrong, this is going to be a hard matchup regardless, but where I went wrong, I think was attaching this, benching this Vikavolt. At least without a Cape of Toughness. Because then you're giving me another turn here to build up my energy. They get the other Inteleon down. Yeah. It was pretty clear they needed like one more turn to be able to Raihan or Melanie onto a bench to Vikavolt, attach twice. Yeah, I guess it would have been Raihan. They would have needed Melanie and then Raihan. Okay, this is cute. So they're going to Galar Mine. They're going to bring up this Articuno, but we can just manually retreat it. Oh no, that's game. All right, GG. Excellent. Well, Underworld door. I don't know. We'll do this. Pick this up for no real reason other than to guarantee the win, and then Max Geist for 310 damage. GG. That is our Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX deck. So if you enjoyed that video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Again, let's hit that 5,000 subscriber goal before the new year. And also maybe even hit the bell for notifications of when I post in the future. So that's going to be all for me today, guys. God bless. If I don't see you soon, I'll see you later. And remember, good luck and also have fun.